Neo Meditations. Free your mind.
Universal knowledge.
Healing. Ascension.
Empowerment.
Neological technologies.
Let us travel to ancient Atlantis to learn the secrets of the Arc of Covenant as it revitalizes your DNA in a wave of light, love, and manifestation to all humanity. In this guided meditation, I want you to connect with your Neo device. Your Neo will bring more Chi energy into your body, enhancing your psychic intuition and integrating your mind, body, and spirit. Get yours now at www.neologicaltech.com. Now connect to your Neo using quantum entanglement while sitting down in a dark room with both feet on the floor. Place your hands on your lap. In between your hands and your lap is your cube. Your palms are facing towards the cube, but they do not touch it. With your eyes closed, breathe deeply. Start to relax your body, beginning with your feet. Allow a feeling of relaxation to fill your feet, feeling heavy, loose, and relaxed. Relax your hips and pelvis, and all the surrounding muscles. Feel your stomach and lower back relaxing. The muscles giving up their hold. Feel your entire body relaxing even more deeply, becoming completely relaxed, limp, heavy, comfortable. Now let's activate our Neo devices. Device, activate and increase. Now I want you to wait till you feel the energy sensations of the torsion field in your palm chakras, being careful not to touch the device. It may feel like a buzzing or pulsing sensation. Device, I trust you completely to integrate my mind, body, and spirit. Before you is the Stargate. Feel your body floating into the event aperture. Stargate, I trust you completely. Device, activate Stargate mode and increase. Automatic mode. A tall man wearing a beautifully ornate robe approaches you. I am Kotumi, of the Order of Tobiwa. I have been tasked to take you between worlds of the old and new in order to shift your perceptions of the gift of manifestation. It is no mistake you are here at this time. If there is any place in particular you have a very focused third-dimensional concept, it is about how to bring money into your life. It is time to change that. Take my hand and let me guide you into the wisdom of an easier way. You travel down a magnificent gold spiral staircase. And enter into the stunning, great hall of the Temple of Tien, made out of solid diamond, on the continent of Alut in the second age of the fourth era of Earth. Take a moment and visualize, what does the structure look like? You are wearing beautiful robes. An Egyptian-like gold ankh pendant hangs about your neck. You see many marvelous treasures before you, many of which you have never seen before. Here lies many great discoveries that have been hidden for quite some time, and soon to be rediscovered, including discoveries on how energy works, how all the various elements play with each other, how energy can renew itself even after it's been used. We have made these discoveries which have remained hidden to you for a very long time. Take a moment now and walk down the Great Hall and visualize some of these treasures. Perhaps you notice a tool or device which interests you. Take a moment and see what it can do. We Atlanteans existed for over 200,000 years. The vast majority of the Atlantean times were epochs of light, in which we operated on a superior level of existence through our connection to our higher self. With the fall of Atlantis, the period from 17,500 BC to 10,500 BC in your terms, humanity experienced a dark era of struggle for survival. dominated by awareness of the lower self and the will of the ego. Thousands of years later, your evolution has separated you from your connection with these higher dimensions. The Anunnaki and their offspring, the Anu, built the great civilization of Lemuria and later Atlantis. When the Anunnaki departed, leaving the evolution of Earth in the hands of the Anu, time went on, and Atlantis began to be taken over by the sons of Belial, the Dark Brotherhood. The Anu, realizing the destruction of Atlantis was approaching, fled to other lands, especially Egypt, where they helped to build the pyramids and monuments using levitational technology within their Arcs of Covenant. They also used the arcs to bore deep into the earth, building underground cities and tunnels. When the deluge and pole shift finally struck Atlantis and Lemuria, the Anu entered their inner Earth cities through the Great Pyramid. They sealed the pyramid, preventing the Earth men from discovering the underground passages and keeping the waters of the flood from entering. As the ages passed, the power invested in the mystery schools began to be challenged by the Earth men, who, progressing in their own way, demanded increased involvement in their destiny. But being unschooled in the technology of the arcs of fire, of the power of the elements, and the control thereof, failed to measure to the higher soul requirements. Ever quarreling, ever warlike, ever disputing, too busy were they to try to master the crafts of the builders. But their efforts to master the builders rather than the craft caused planetary destruction. Crystal technologies were weaponized for evil, and a power overload resulted in the eventual destruction of the tectonic strata under Atlantis, causing it to sink into the sea. Massive destruction and chaos spread across the planet as Mother Earth cleansed her of negative forces. The planet, responding to the overpowering thought energy of darkness, as it usually does, gradually lost its magnetic force field, resulting in a pole shift and deluge. Man, was once more left to start a new beginning, bringing with him those distant memories of a great epoch in his evolution. Those that were taken to the inner earth join an advanced civilization that will yet surface once more to greet its brothers and sisters. It should be remembered that it was the Anunnaki who came to the earth and presented themselves as gods who have since turned to the light, and now work for the liberation of the human race. Yes, in the past, some of this technology was abused, as you would define it, and the results were not quite what you would have wanted them to be. But now there is a melding of technology and your spiritual growth. It is up to you, the enlightened humans, to help bring this forth, to help combine technology with your deeper spiritual aspects. Ages ago, there came to this planet an influx of advanced souls from other planets and stars in distant galaxies under the direction to advance the evolution of Earth man through intermarriage with the daughters of Earth beings. These children became the men of renown, the giants of old, the offspring of a god father and an Earth mother. Let's referring to those arriving from space as the Anunnaki, and their offspring, the Anu. The space travelers brought with them instruments called Arcs of Covenants. These arcs projected light beams similar to lasers, but operated through a very advanced form of hyperdimensional quantum physics. With the arc rays, the Anunnaki built the civilizations that flourished in South America, Mexico, Yucatan, Tibet, Egypt, and other various sites. They formed the Order of Melchizedek, functioning through the mystery schools of antiquity. The Anu, the children of the Anunnaki, were initiated into the greater mysteries, while the populace, the Earthmen, were taught the lesser mysteries. The Anunnaki and the Anu, with their arc light, build magnificent structures using the rays to hew stone. The rays nullified gravity, allowing them to be transported from great distances and levitated into place. The materials inside the arc produced counter-rotating magnetic fields around cylindrical crystals that created anti-gravity waves known as vril energy. These hyperdimensional divergent energy fields emerge through crystalline ovoid shield effects surrounding various crystal structures, minerals, and gold. The Ark of Covenant is a capacitor capable of being a portable generator of this and other forms of energy, which, for example, could manifest objects inside its chamber. And aid in communication with other dimensions. These arcs were like miniature nuclear reactors in that the force emitting from them could electrocute any being touching them, unless the physical form was insulated against its power, much as live wires destroyed life force. So powerfully charged were the arcs, their power had to be carefully controlled. As you come to the end of the Great Hall, you see the original Ark of Covenant, which shimmers beautiful beams of laser-like light. What does it look like? What size is it? What does it appear to be made of? Take a moment and visualize the arc and its levitational effects. The Anunnaki and the Anu, who are called the Builders, were the high initiates of the mysteries, and wore around their neck a miniature ark called the Ankh. These could only be worn by those capable of charging their natural force with physical force through mind power. The beams from the Ankhs were capable of being used as a death ray in the hands of unscrupulous operators. Thus, they were restricted to high priests and priestesses of the holy mysteries. These children of light wore special clothing, like our present Orgone suits, to protect them from the rays and radiations of the Arc and Ankh beams. Take a moment and visualize this power. What does it look like? What does it feel like? And now, it's your turn to experience the power of the Arc of Covenant. Take a moment and imagine that which you wish to manifest in your life. Now visualize it inside of the Ark. The Ark now projects energy into your Ankh pendant and fills your heart with vril energy. A fire sensation now grows at the bottom of your spine. Your third eye near the top of your head projects a lightning bolt down into your heart. And down into the bottom of your spine. Now take a deep breath and repeat after me. I am the dynamic that I seek. I allow my heart to open. I activate this dynamic now. Take a moment and visualize this light igniting inside of your body. Your heart is now transmitting light in all directions, which expands further out into the universe and stars. And with each breath, you become magnetized with vril, and light returns back to your heart in all directions from the stars in the sky. As you breathe this light in and out, an etheric Ankh symbol appears inside of your heart, and ribbons of light begin to spin around it and expand into the backside of your skull. Your chakras are now becoming revitalized. Codes of universal consciousness are now being downloaded into your body. You now have the power and courage to fulfill your mission on Earth. Allow all limitations to become released from within the body. All excessive mental questioning patterns dissolve and are replaced with trust and faith in the divine process. Feel the fire growing in your spine. Feel how your system translates this connection into you. Now bring into your awareness that which you wish to manifest into your life. It is time now to celebrate what is in your heart. Fill your heart with light, love, and images of that which you desire. Now radiate this light out into all directions, connecting into a global network with other humans that sweeps from heart to heart. The power of manifestation of the Arc of Covenant has now been transferred into the hearts of all people. A massive wave of love now spreads into this human grid. Now see what you are, and you will admire it as you become one with this love. If your mind begins to doubt, just remember the Ankh symbol within your heart and allow the Vril codes to be activated in your spine. Remain in silence. Breathe it in and feel it. All this knowledge is anchored now on Earth, bringing your power back, and this has already begun. The signs you will see in the next 3 months will help you translate into your consciousness that which you perceive as self. Initiates of the Temple of Tien are able to speak the word enlightenment, and it would be accepted as if we could literally bring that consciousness into reality. Though your current reality may be dense and harsh, and your troubles may drive enlightenment from you, always remain firm that the passion and light of Atlantis would one day blossom again in the hearts of all humanity. So take a moment now and feel enlightenment in yourself. Now feel it in all of humanity. Connect to the peace and love of the higher realms. Allow this energy to transmute your scarcity into prosperity from the energy deep within you. Now take my hand as I return you back to your body to begin your new journey. Now create your new intent and begin your new path. The time is now. Now slowly come back to your body, remembering to bring with you these changes to come. Your device has now deactivated. Device in session. Welcome back, traveler. What you just manifested was through the power of your own chi energy. Your Neo device will increase these effects and take you into even deeper journeys of your mind, so that you too can experience the joy of out-of-body sensations in an integrated mind, body, and spirit. So what are you waiting for? Get one now at www.neologicaltech.com.